Hello, I'm Maisie Furlong and this is a short video explaining the process behind how I arrived at my outcome for the Hainsworth brief. Hainsworth is iconic for its heritage and military uniforms supplied for war heroes, made from their own extremely high quality fabrics with beautiful finishes. They were also the ones responsible for the uniforms behind the boys in blue, when the Royal Air Force separated from the Army in 1918. And this got me thinking about who were the girls in blue. A very relevant question for today amidst the global pandemic. This is how I arrived at the inspiration behind my Hainsworth project, the Girls in Blue. The women working day and night in the NHS, and the women who have dragged the nation through 2 world wars and 1 global pandemic without the recognition they deserve, my mum being one of these women. When asking my mum and friends in the NHS about their uniform, they said that they hated them, that of the older generation, saying that they wanted to go back to how they used to be. These women are literally saving lives in a uniform they feel is so unflattering, with many saying that they look like they're in pyjamas. Therefore, my aim in this project was to set out to create a new contemporary uniform for them to wear outside of work, making them feel confident and empowered. When looking into the NHS and slow fashion, I found lots of similarities, both concerned in giving time, care, love, respect, compassion, being ethical, repairing, restoring, the fair and sustainable use of resources, and celebrating the skills of workers. Just like slow fashion, the NHS is about investment and longevity. This means looking carefully at different ways of increasing the lifespan of something or someone, just like I explored the methods that would increase the lifespan of my garment, such as binding my seams, which is both decorative and durable. I've taken inspiration from nurses' uniforms, both new and old, looking at layered collars with sharp pointed detail, as well as the different necklines on aprons and large cuffs on shirts. Linking in with the hero theme, I thought it only fitting to explore capes and cape coats with lots of volume, something nurses would have worn in the past. This photograph on the right in particular was a source of a lot of inspiration, looking at the beautiful silhouettes and strong, sharp structure of the shoulders, collars and sleeves. From this I began to explore shoulder pads and how in society, when they came back in fashion, it was often linked to women pushing the boundaries to becoming more equal. Shoulder pads are a symbol of masculinity, power and confidence, something I thought again linked back to the superheroes. Shoulder pads then became an essential part of my collection, as I wanted the wearer to feel confident and empowered. I looked at other designers' take on uniforms, such as Max Mara, Louis Vuitton and Dior, taking inspiration from each with their contemporary takes on the subject. I love the idea of a pant jumpsuit, as women nurses weren't allowed to wear trousers until as of quite recent. I wanted to do the beautiful fabrics justice, so a lot of my collection is oversized with lots of volume and layers to see the beautiful woolen fabrics flow with contrasting colour blocks. The inspiration for the pockets was taken from Max Mara's uniform collection, a double-layered square pocket with jetted pocket detail, something included on the final garment as I thought it resembled the old nurse's uniform pinnies. Something I knew I wanted from the start of the project was to have a 100% natural fabrics fitting in with the slow fashion theme. It means that these garments can be recycled and used again or can eventually biodegrade. I like the idea of going back to basics, as in this fast fashion throwaway culture we live in. 100% natural fabric collection is very rare, and wool will never go out of fashion. The lining I used is 100% mulberry silk with Hainsworth printed onto it, and my final garment consisted of 100% merino wool. I did a lot of colour and fabric exploration for this project, debating whether to include the sunset vivid hue fabric, as that was inspired from the picture of the nurse in the pink uniform. In the end, I decided to go for an all blue and white collection fitting in with the name Girls in Blue. Blue is also a very neutral colour, again fitting in with the slow fashion theme. It's not a colour that will go out of fashion, so it can be passed down for generations to come. Here are some development pages on my final garment being made on Clo 3D and how I use techniques such as slashing and spreading on the trousers to create volume in the pants. I found the digital aspect of the project quite challenging, but I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone to learn something new. In the end, I'm quite happy with the outcome.